What up, y'all? Welcome to episode 1 of the new podcast presented by Limitless Collective, the Glass Table Podcast. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to it.
Over here to my right, we got Phillip Sambuco.
Felipe in the flesh right now in the Limitless Collective.
Bro, we're cooking it up in the stew right now. Over here in the middle, we got Tyler Sanidas.
Yes, sir. Back at it again.
Back at it again, like hemorrhoids. And then, so over here, my name is Jared, and together we are Limitless Collective, presenting to you the Glass Table Podcast.
We've honestly been planning on doing this for like a long time. So we were just so fucking excited to have you guys aboard.
No, yeah, like you said, it's like been a long time coming that we've been talking about doing a podcast, and like even the idea for what became the Glass Table Podcast was something like years back, like years in the making. We're gonna explain it more on like future episodes, but I mean, just know that like this day right now, us sitting in front of these microphones, the camera right there, screen behind us, we've been like thinking about this day for so long, so we're just so happy to bring this to you. And so here we're gonna do some like introductions real quick. Y'all might know us personally, but here we're just gonna give you all the rundown here. So I'll start with Tyler.
Yes. I grew up in Ocoee, and I used to live there back in 2005. I moved out here to Claremont, and I've been here ever since. But I've always loved Florida. I'm a Florida boy, so I gotta obtain that sun.
Yeah,
Phil, tell us about yourself.
But the beach is my life. A lot of you probably know I just also love skating, snowboarding, anything that has to do with a board. I will grind on that shit immediately. but yeah, I'm ready to do this podcast. I had to move back here kind of recently so we can get all this stuff started. Plus, I kind of miss Florida, I'm not going to lie. I like Pennsylvania, but it's just too cold there, like way too cold.
Been a Claremont boy all my life. I don't know if you sense a pattern, but yeah, but right now a lot of the work I do is out in Winter Garden. So I'm a part-time youth director at my church, and then I'm a part-time barista over at a coffee shop in downtown Winter Garden. So it's just like a lot of time I get to spend out there around a lot of people that are like not very similar to like who I grew up with in Claremont. Like it sounds weird to say because it's only about like a couple miles away, the two cities, but like you go out there, you work there for a few years, you start to see the people are just different. Like the culture is just different. It's kind of like when I grew up in Compton, and I like grew up like on the streets of Compton in the West Coast. But then like I went to the Bronx, and I like I was like I was like waving the blue around. They didn't like that. They didn't like that very much.
You were out there repping.
My dog was repping.
I always knew Jared was slinging.
Was it my Nespresso shirt that gave it away?
It was the want to work at a coffee shop immediately.
Oh, bro, that's how you knew I was pushing, bro.
That's how I knew you were slanging and banging immediately.
Banging.
Whenever I go to Winter Garden, I'm just slanging and banging.
If you're going to Winter Garden, hit up this man's coffee shop. He actually sells pretty good coffee.
Yeah. We're going to plan on trying to release an episode every 2 weeks just in the beginning to kind of like get a flow of things. But we will definitely keep you guys posted with a bunch of reels, a bunch of TikTok videos. We're going to do like YouTube shorts, and then any other social media platform. You can find us there. Link all of our personal social medias also in the bio if you guys check it out. Now we have a lot of crazy segments we're going to get to. We sat here for hours planning stuff we're gonna do, and here I'm gonna start with the crazy news headlines. So
yes, fucking waiting for this.
Oh my gosh, how this works? I'm gonna give you all three headlines.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna get your live reactions to all of these.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They don't know these headlines, but these are current events that are happening right now.
No, not at all.
So right now, so you guys know my favorite artist, right? Like my favorite musical artist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drizzy
Drake.
Drake.
It's always
I knew it. Yeah.
Every time you hop in the whip, it's Drake, right? So I mean, but Drake's a changed man. Drake's different than who he was before. Now he has a son, 5-year-old son Adonis, and the coolest thing. Last night he had a show in LA, and it was the first time he brought Adonis out on a show. I'm gonna read read you this quote from this article.
Okay.
Drake tells fans at Inglewood concert to keep your bras on. My son is at the show. Yo,
Damn.
Oh my god.
What a dad.
That's fatherhood right there.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
My
like,
man
dude,
gave, my man literally just went out there and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna let you know, my son will be on there. No titties flying in front of my son's face."
yo, so it's been a theme on his tour actually. Tons of girls were like throw bras out on the stage. And so he knew that. He knew this past couple shows, it just happens all the time. So he goes to LA, he's like, nah. But I'd imagine, I would love to imagine Drake as somebody who didn't care whether or not his son saw it or not.
Yeah.
He just didn't like the fact that it was LA.
Yeah.
He was just like, any other city, if I had taught his.
I'll be okay, but LA no. You know what's like the most messed up part though? I feel like when he like does say that, I feel like that just drives people to like want to take off their bras and throw it even more.
Yeah. Then you're challenging like everyone in the crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, let me try this.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst?
All right, here, wait. I got this quote too from this story.
All right.
This is from Drake. This is from Drake.
It's from Jersey and stuff.
Look, to be honest with you, I can't talk about titties tonight in LA because my son is at the show for the first time. Yo, major dad moment. Major dad moment.
Major dad.
The rich flex rapper said in the clip before the crowd erupts in cheers. The crowd supported this.
Okay.
So we've got to keep this real PG tonight. Y'all keep your bras on.
Wow.
This man was respectful.
I respect him for that, honestly.
Person said trying to keep his son's innocence for as long as possible. As funny as that one was, this one's gonna top it. A mom woke up terrified after she couldn't find her 3-year-old son. Plot twist: he snuck out of his crib during nap time to go to McDonald's.
Yo, what?
Excuse me?
A 3-year-old son?
How does he? How?
Damn.
How far away is fucking McDonald's?
That man really wanted those nuggets. Like
Dude.
he said, I got the midnight munchies. I'm getting out this crib.
Imagine it's like 8 in the morning, bright and early. Like the mom goes to, like wake up her babies. It's like the baby's gone.
Get a phone call from McDonald's. He's like, "Hi, your son's trying to order a 3-piece McNugget."
This is a quote from the mother. So I just woke up and had an effing heart attack, realizing that I had one of my 2 children, she said in the video. I don't know what time he left the house. I don't know how he left the house. Runaway toddler.
Dude,
No way.
that man is literally boss baby though. Like I swear to God. Like that is like prove me wrong. That is like literally boss baby right there.
Getting himself fucking McDonald's.
He's a twin sister. That's
Oh
the
my
one who
God.
stayed. The brother left. He's like, nah, I'm getting McDonald's.
Damn.
Yo,
man.
I bet he ain't even asked his sister
Nah.
if she wanted anything.
Nothing.
No, there was a straight operation. Like he knew. He made the mission before he went to bed.
It's a one-man mission.
And when Pfeiffer asked why he left their home, he responded, I was hungry.
I mean, bro, if you gotta go to McDonald's, you gotta go to fucking McDonald's. I don't care what time of day.
Pfeiffer added that Aiden loves McDonald's, fries, nuggets, and apple slices.
That's
He'd
my
eat that
boy.
every day.
That's my boy.
That's my boy.
He's learning right.
Pfeiffer put additional locks on the door in her house.
I mean, if he's already like made it through that first trip,
That's all I'm saying.
like once he's 4,
This man's
worse.
fleeing to
He's
Guatemala
flying.
or something.
It's
He
gonna
said,
be
"Y'all understand?
McDonald's.
I hate being a twin."
it's like one of those moments where you're just like a kid and you're like, "Mom, there's no food in this house whatsoever." So you just decide I'm gonna walk to Walmart and I'm gonna get me some food. Well, his choice was McDonald's. It's probably closer, honestly.
Yeah.
An enormous Lebanon bologna sandwich, billed as one of the world's largest, has been unveiled at a central Pennsylvania fair. Guess how big this bologna sandwich is?
Fucking huge is this bologna sandwich.
So you see how it's like in a line. It just keeps going though.
Oh my god.
It's like
yeah.
lengthwise.
Holy shit.
It's a 150-foot long bologna sandwich.
150-foot long.
Damn.
They could feed a fucking state.
150-foot long bologna sandwich.
It is. Have you ever heard of Lebanon, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they did it.
That's crazy. I know what Lebanon, but like bologna is too. That's actually
Is that where
insane.
they like? Is that the headquarters to? I actually don't know.
I actually have no idea.
No.
I
Wait,
would
wait,
love to
I'm gonna look this up.
answer.
This is live on the pod.
I was about to lie and be like, yeah.
The group of volunteers who did this, they're called the Bologna Security. They had vests on. They had the vest and the sashes that said "Bologna Security." I would wear that forever, bro.
You don't want to fuck with the bologna security. First t-shirt on Limitless Collective, bologna sandwich, bologna security.
So the Bologna Security used 600 slices of provolone cheese and 1,200 slices of half sweet and original Seltzer's Lebanon bologna to create 900 sandwiches.
Holy, I really hope they gave that out to like people that need it the most.
too.
Oh, I really. Oh, there's
nothing more.
yeah. They don't mention what they did with it.
If they like just made that sandwich for like rich white people or something, I swear to God,
So next time we go to Pennsylvania, I'll be sure to check out.
I'm
check
gonna
out
ask people
Lebanon.
for that sandwich. I'm like, can I have some sour cream and onion chips and a 150-foot bologna sandwich wrapped, ready to go?
We're gonna hop into talking about something that happened on our Instagram. So you may or may not know us from our original Instagram. It's at the Limitless Collective, I believe.
Yeah.
And so,
Collected.
about a year ago, Tyler and Phil posted a video that kind of did more numbers than every other video that we posted.
Reason.
Nothing like crazy about the video, but it did numbers. It did more numbers than any of our other
Yes.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, anything. Looking
Yes.
at the views right now, we're at 69,997 views. So we got 3 views to go till 70K. It's not a crazy amount, but the engagement under this like post was stupid.
That's what made it like what it is to this day.
So we had
Yeah.
18,000 likes, over 18,000 likes, and we had over 500 shares. I don't know who people are sharing this to.
I
don't
know.
what they're sharing.
It was
Like-
definitely like a controversy going on because they had like a whole debate in the comment section.
Okay, just let y'all know, it got so bad that we had to post a comment back to everybody else. This is the comment. It said, "We got some facts for you guys. These are mayflies. They're mainly found in Florida and usually come out in May. The females only live about 5 minutes. Remember that. 5 minutes.
5
minutes.
While the males can live up to 2 days. And there's about 3,000 species of mayflies. So safe to say, they're not dying out.
No,
Yes.
they're not dying out. They are fully populated.
Like if you were part of PETA, would you give attention to mayflies like that?
Probably not. You guys probably don't even think about no mayflies.
Probably don't.
Just it's like a regular fly too. Like if you see a regular fly, you're not just gonna look at it and be like, "Oh my god,
yeah.
oh my god, that's a fly."
If it flies at you, you're gonna swat at it.
Most
alright?
likely.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of those things you're like, like you look at it and you don't want to touch. So
Top comment, 439 likes. Half cooked tortilla says, "Should have rolled a tire down." Respect. Respect. I think we should have rolled the tire down.
That would have been funny as fuck.
Lighter and a can of deodorant.
Oh my god,
God.
that
Right idea.
that was a bit
Oh,
different. Not gonna lie.
Says, "What's the reason for this shit?" Like, that's fucked up. They didn't do shit to you. Yo. And needless to say, they got cooked. This person says, "Bro, they're bugs. Take a drink." And then the guy responds. He says, "They're still living creatures. You wouldn't do that to a bunch of humans on the ground. Why would you do it to another orgasm?"
Oh.
I mean-
Another orgasm.
We know organism. Another organism. Just because you can? Nah, that's fucked up. And the guy responds, "Humans aren't that small, man. Don't be ridiculous." I love that the only argument that other guy had was humans aren't small.
Yeah, they're not
We're
that
big.
small.
This guy says, "Super big dick energy right here, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are grade A, genuinely kind and humble human beings." Responded, "Shut up, they're just bugs." Original guy responds, "You're not going to believe what he said. He said, most serial killers started off with just bugs."
Okay.
I mean, if we're being real, the serial killers actually started off with like
With like
roadkill,
animals that
and
like,
animals and
have
dogs
hearts and shit.
and cats bigger than bugs.
And keep in mind, these bugs that were on the ground were already all dead.
Yeah.
Because like a sprayer comes and they spray everything in that area.
Like,
So we weren't killing them. We were just on whatever was the sidewalk.
yeah,
Like
like
got things.
in case you guys are just confused on what we're talking about video wise, the video pretty much was like me and him were skating at like a community town waterfront, and there was just like a season of these mayflies, and they all like died, and they were all over the floor. It was like caked on the floor, but they were already like all dead.
Yeah.
And so we were just like riding our skateboard on
Yo,
the
the
pavement.
most innocent,
most
like,
innocent
Yeah.
thing.
Like we're like we can't hover over us, so we just like
Yeah.
ride on them.
Because that guy who freaked out, he left us an essay. Can I
Holy
read you the
shit,
essay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He said, all creatures have a purpose, and our world would be terribly out of balance without insects. But more importantly, if we can treat even the smallest of bugs with kindness and respect, we can treat any creature that way. So at the end of the day, the way we treat any living creature is a reflection of how we think about kindness in general. Wow, getting philosophical.
Wow. Okay.
And if that doesn't get through to your conscience, think of it this way. Who's going to take care of those insignificant bugs' offspring? Would you have survived if someone came along and curb stomped your mom or dad? Don't be fooled. Empathy is the glue that holds this insanely selfish, self-centered world together.
Okay, I do have to
Beautiful.
respect that. I do have to
Wow.
respect. That was a beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
comment.
that came from the heart on his end. I
But
feel bad.
I do, but they also only live for like 5 minutes, so that's 5 minutes of like mommy daddy time. I don't even think they have time to like.
Dude, they don't know what mom and dad are.
Yeah, they like
they
wake
get
up
born
and
out
like
of an egg,
yeah,
and then
Yeah.
they're like life.
yeah, they're like, oh,
Wait,
who's
how-
that? Their mom dies in like 5
They don't
minutes. They're like,
know.
what?
How are they only alive for 5 minutes but they give birth? That's my question.
They
I think they just multiply, kind of like cockroaches. Like there's like
They what?
Like they just multiply. They're like
Ew.
yeah,
Tastes like right now.
like
Yeah.
ants type shit.
like ants.
We're gonna do some music recommendations. So
Oh,
basically, if you know
yes,
anything
dude.
about us, we spend a lot of time. They spend a lot of time skating
A
or
lot.
at the gym.
Yes,
So
dude.
you would know an essential for skating in the gym is good music.
Oh my
You
god.
need it, even your like day-to-day life. You know.
I need music if I'm doing anything. I feel like
It's so bad. I'd be playing jazz sometimes in the car just to
Dude,
like
yes.
keep my mind at ease.
Yeah, I mean like a saxophone though.
Oh
Oh
my!
my
Oh my god, I can't tell y'all how obsessed I am with saxophones, but like that's like my favorite instrument.
oh,
It's
yeah,
just so beautiful, and like when they freestyle on it, like it's like oh my god, oh my god.
It feels like a whole new vibe has entered your soul.
I would do whatever it takes to learn how to play a saxophone.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it
Whatever it
takes.
takes.
Whatever it takes. There's no limits.
Okay.
There's no limits.
Alrighty.
I am a limitless collective when it comes to trying to learn
All
saxophone.
right, Phil. I think you're going in the wrong direction here.
I'll start it off. I'll do Red Wine by UB40. Classic.
Oh my god.
Classic.
That's a good one.
That is very.
It's just like it reminds me of just sipping a margarita on the beach. I'm a big marg guy. Not really. Not really. But if I was a big marg guy, it would be frozen on the beach listening to Red Wine.
So I kind of went back to "Dreaming About You" by the Blackbirds.
Ooh.
It's a
Good
classic.
choice.
It's a classic.
Let's
but
go,
it's such
okay.
a vibe. Anytime I play it, I get this like overwhelming calmness.
I'm gonna have to go with "Just Know" by Black Mayo. That song, I don't know what it is about that song, but man, if you're like skating or even working out, or even if you're just like vibing, that song will still hit no matter what.
Yo, and it's an attention grabber on Aux. Every time I got Aux and I play Just Know by Black Mayo, like everyone's like, "Yo, what's this?
Yeah,
What's this?"
seriously.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
yeah, you can't hate that song.
Mm.
You can't.
My second off Travis Scott's new album. Thank God. Like I remember because that was one of the albums. Like I don't usually do this, but like for this album, I waited till midnight. I listened to it, and it's like, yo, like when you're sitting in your room, and it's like zoned in, focused on this album you've been waiting for years. And then the second song on the album is "Thank God." Like like ears are ringing. Like I was like jumping around my room. I was like, Travis is back. Travis is back.
Wow.
Mr. Travi Patty.
Travis Patty right here.
I kind of grew up on rock most of my life, so this song is just something I just love. Super Heaven, Youngest Daughter, shit slaps. Every time
Super
I
Heaven?
ever, yeah, it's one of my favorites. Super Heaven.
Shit.
It's like a workout song. It's a skate song. If you're doing something productive and you want to get it done fast, put this shit on.
My second piece. Look, I'll have to say for all of you guys that know Ramirez, okay, Conversations with the Devil is probably one of my favorite songs by that man. If I'm like skating and I want to go ham, that's the song I'll play. Because when I'm playing that, I just feel right. I feel right in the moment. And I did some sick grinds on that
Oh,
song.
yeah, dude.
That's the shit right there.
If y'all haven't like caught our personalities, this is gonna be the one that catches it.
Oh yeah.
It's Daylight by Harry Styles. Hear me out. 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 And not only that, I'm gonna make an outlandish claim for the podcast only listeners and viewers. Y'all gotta stand with me here because I feel like I'm the only one on this table. One Direction, criminally underrated.
Oh
Okay.
man,
Oh, they're not that bad.
nah. I would honestly,
bad.
I'll listen to like Backstreet Boys though.
You're
More of, like,
Caucasian ass.
It's One Direction, you know.
It's either K-pop or it's nothing. I'm just gonna tell you
That's
that right now.
correct. That's
I-
correct.
You guys are foo lane shit. I need some K-pop in my life.
Dog, we're gonna get the K-pop stands in our replies like so quick. But then we're gonna be invited to every award show because they're
Let's
gonna
go.
vote us in. So,
Please,
I'm-
I'll take that path. I'll go down it.
like Tyler looks kind of Asian.
I can maybe pass.
Jared, don't make me start on anything.
Jerry would be
About
like the
Asian
lead singer of a K-pop band.
Tyler's the lead dancer. I don't know if they have dancers. But
I think they definitely have dancers. They probably gotta have some like, you know, scrawny white kid running up there just dancing around. So my next song, K-pop.
Shout out to K-pop.
Shout out to K-pop.
second Limitless Collective T-shirt. Shout out to K-pop.
Shout out to K-pop.
K-pop.
So we got Bologna Security, and shout out to K-pop.
Let's get that coming out very fast. I know you guys want it. I know I want to wear it. So my other song is actually "Call on Me" by Rules. It's more of like a vibey and not really like a dubstep. It's more like of a drive song.
Chill song.
I love listening to it even when I'm skating. Like anytime I listen to the song, I just get into emotion where it's just like a vibe. Nonetheless, I'm vibing every time.
Yeah, bro. Let me tell you, that song is the shit. Definitely listen to it. Call on Me. It's a good ass song.
I actually don't like it.
Oh well, you know what? If you can get up and you can lead this podcast right now.
Nah, bro, this is it's my computer.
No, that's not anymore. You could be still sitting here for the next podcast, but it's just not going to happen anymore.
Yep.
It's over,
Damn.
Jared.
It was good seeing you, Jared.
It's been real.
It was good seeing you,
It's
Jared.
been real. I'll see you later.
I'll see you, Jared.
Anyways,
Alrighty,
now
guys.
that we remove the problem from the situation. What?
Yeah, you know,
What?
you know what?
Look at
Man,
this
just
guy.
took a
Look at
rebate.
this guy.
Y'all
Look at
gonna have
this
to
guy,
deal
bro.
with me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Can,
No, Taylor Swift.
can I solve that?
We can solve that.
You want to solve my problem?
I want to solve that problem
I
that
guess-
you have, Jared. I want to solve that problem for you.
Whoa.
I
No.
said it and I'll say it again. That problem for
That's
you,
some Freaky
Jared.
Friday shiznit
What
right
the
there.
fuck are you thinking?
I don't know.
What the fuck are you
I don't know what's going through
What
my
is
mind
going
about
through
like
your head?
24/7. I just don't know. I just wake up and smile.
I can see you feeding pigeons on a park bench.
Oh,
right now.
dude, John Wick having a.
John Wick.
So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna tell you guys about my song real quick. So my next song that I personally think is like pretty amazing is 500 Pounds by Lil Tecca. That song, yo, we were talking about that earlier.
bro.
Oh my god, that song, if you're working out or anything hype, yo, put that song on. I promise you, you will not regret that song.
I remember when we got into him a few years ago. I was like, he can't make a bad song.
I
'Cause I don't know what it is about him.
I
We
be
love
skating
you.
Lil Tecca. We respect that, man.
We love you, Tech.
You ever want to come on the pod? You know what to do.
So you guys, I found this really cool quote online and I just want to share it with you guys just to give you a little bit of inspiration. I feel like we all need that little motivation in our life. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. Honestly, it will. If you fear anything, it will literally stop you from doing anything you love. We should embrace failure. I know you guys hear that all the time, especially on TikTok and stuff, but it's definitely true. Embrace failure. Just push forward, you guys. Push forward. We're all here. We're all doing scary
Yes.
shit all the time and trying to go for the things that we want to do, you know, and
Oh yeah.
just don't let fear control your mind. That's what I've been learning like recently.
Like we laugh and we joke on this pod a lot, but like in reality, we're real people who've like been through real stuff, and like we want to like put it back out in put it back out into the world, the positivity and the kind of just like the real motivation factor. We want you guys to think of us as like your biggest supporters, your biggest encouragers, because like we know what it's like to like be in positions where like we need support, and like we always
Yeah.
want to be that for people. Kind of going into motivation, as I told you guys in the beginning, I am a part-time youth director, so a lot of the people I operate with are like people with a lot more like spiritual needs. So if you're actually one of those people, I'd love to take this moment and just like share this word with you. It comes from Proverbs 21:21, just something simple. It says, "Whoever pursues righteousness and unfailing love will find life, righteousness, and honor." And I think that just like speaks to us so much, because as a society and as individual people, we're always after what we're chasing. We're always after like the next goal in sight. But do we ever take the step back, and do we ever like evaluate whether or not that's like a good goal, a righteous goal, a goal that leads to good? So and that's where the love and the honor and the glory come in. That's what I think we're all after at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I respect that. I like that.
That's beautiful.
Thank y'all.
That's
Thank
a
y'all
beautiful.
very much.
Yeah.
And like I said, this isn't even an effort to like convert anyone or like anything. And I mean, like, thank you for letting me share a word with y'all, a little word of encouragement. And into that, we're kind of winding down on episode 1.
Yeah, very first episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
This is very exciting for all of us. We're just a real podcast, real people, and we're just trying to connect with you guys and honestly just have a good time and just like help motivate each other, bring each other up. That's all. That's what all this is about, honestly.
Exactly. Like we're here for you guys, and you guys are here for us. It's like we're a community.
Like we said in the beginning, we're going to try to put an episode out every 2 weeks during this little beginning period, but I think we have plans to make these podcasts a lot more regular of a thing. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for any news, any upcoming videos. I do think we do have a video on the way coming soon.
Yeah, so me and this man went to Miami with a whole group of friends. For you friends that are watching this, you already know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But it was a great trip. It was really funny, and we had a good time. But we filmed the whole thing, and we just got done with that whole entire episode that we're going to be releasing on our YouTube as well. So definitely check that out when you can, because it's a funny video. We had a good time in Miami.
South Beach, Miami was amazing, and y'all will get to see exactly what we went through.
We should all pick a person in our lives to shout out. I'll go first. I'll shout out my wonderful girlfriend, Isabel. I know she's listening to this right now, episode 1. So thank you for listening. Hope to have you on the pod soon. But thank you for supporting this podcast as well. We have a lot of great supporters in our personal lives of this podcast. So
I want to shout out my brother Nick. He's actually the one that got me started into TV production and filming and doing all this sort of stuff. So I just want to shout him out for kind of giving me this love and passion for it, because I just kind of fell in love with it when I saw him do it. So thank you, my brother.
Of course, like my family are my biggest supporters of all time.
yeah.
But there is one person in particular I do want to shout out. This man has helped me so much in my life and has really got me through things I really needed to get through. And he's out there striving and doing great things in a whole different country. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Man.
But my boy Zachary, we love you, man. And I just want to shout you out. I hope you're doing okay. And he's all the way out in Aruba, so pray for that man. Hope he's doing great.
Yes.
Follow his pizza shop too. It's
Yes.
Papa Mia.
Papa Mia. We're going to get that for you real
Wait
quick.
here, I
Hold
got you.
on.
I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
please.
Yeah.
Let's get it so we don't like.
Or the restaurant's called Papia Mia. So shout out my boy Zach. He's doing amazing things down in Aruba. Have a great evening, all of our listeners. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
guys.
Thank you, guys. We love you guys.
Hey, episode 1
Stay
of Men.
beautiful.
Episode 1. Love y'all.
Stay beautiful. I love you.